Welcome back to my channel, guys. It's time for a brand new chapter review. Welcome once again. I've been looking left and right to see which one should I review, and I've chosen a few to read, experimented on a few, haven't really chosen all of the ones that I'll be doing for the next few weeks, but this one is definitely one that I will be doing, which is called Dead Rock. Now, if you don't know Dead Rock, that is done by Hiro Mashima, who is the creator of Eden Zero and Fairy Tail. Now, not the biggest fan of Fairy Tail, I will say that off the bat, but I'm a huge fan of Eden Zero. I've reacted to the anime. It's been in multiple of manga hauls, and I have also reviewed some of the mangas here in my channel. So I do like Hiro Mashima. I do respect Fairy Tail, but to me that shows his younger years are much different from now, his older years. So before anything else, guys, if you haven't done so by now, subscribe to my channel if you want to see more of this series reviewed here. Make sure you do subscribe. I will have a lot of Dead Rock reviews. I think time of recording, at least where I'm reading it, there's only about 6 or 7 chapters, so for sure I'll have about a month and a half, because I'll release one per week of reviews for Dead Rock. If I see that they're adding more faster than I think they are, then I will start reviewing maybe 2 per week so I can be caught up and be current week by week. So also, guys, if you want to see more manga reviews and recommendations, this is the channel for it. I do 5+ videos on just manga here in this channel per week, so make sure you're watching. Okay, let's talk about it. Dead Rock. Didn't know much about it, to be honest. I had heard of it releasing. Not a lot of people are talking about it as much as I thought they would, which is why completely missed my mind, to be honest. And while I was looking for series that don't have many chapters out yet, this one came up and I was like, why have I not jumped into Dead Rock? Now, chapter 1, it's a setup chapter. Pretty much it sets up the story. We have a lot of new characters in just one chapter, so I will talk about all of them as the story progresses, but our main character is Yakuto. Now, Yakuto, throughout most of the chapter, is hiding that he has roots from a black dragon, which is basically, they were thought to be extinct already, but he also has a secret mission, which I will share at the end. Just so you know, that's kind of the whole plot of the series. So spoiler alert for the chapter, but not really, because that's the whole point of the series. So Yakuto is going into this school called Dead Rock. A very small percentage, in fact I think only 1 or 2 actually end up graduating from the ones that do and end up entering, and they are promised by this principal of Death Rock, who calls himself God. Their promise basically control over the human realm and so on and so forth. So there is 1,000 people competing. After a few mishaps, only about 980 something actually compete, but they're thrown underground essentially by the examiner, which is Mr. Maxwell, and we'll get back to him. But essentially they are to survive the hell of ants, and there's these huge ants who are attacking them. So a lot of people, let me just say, it's 980 some plus people are dropped into this, so it's a lot of people who are competing. We meet basically what seems to be maybe the reoccurring and probably his buddy throughout the entire series, Hani. Now, Hani is, he says he has roots of the god of thunder, so pretty powerful, to be honest. Thor. So he is able to reduce and increase his size. In fact, the way they meet is he accidentally squishes Yakuto. There's whole comedy behind that, but they themselves try to survive, and at some point they're saved by a guy called Hien, which he uses ice powers. They end up saving him towards the end of the test because he has a hurt foot. He's not able to make it, and Yakuto helps him run into the finish line. So they kind of pay back each other. In there we learn that Hani, although can be powerful, his most unique thing of him is his smart. He's pretty smart. So he kind of knows who everyone is down there, at least the important people, and he kind of, and this is how he looks, by the way. He looks like a little ghost. He explains to Yakuto the details of these characters and basically what they can do. Now, there is quite a bit of information that he shares. There he goes talking about, I'm going to lower a little bit more of the brightness so there's no much of a glare. He goes and talks about different characters that are being showcased, and expresses their powers and how they've basically made a name of themselves. And pretty much everyone who he introduces are the ones that end up making it. So at the end of the test, only 7 make it, Yakuto and Hani being 2 of them. And then Hien, who they save, he's the ice guy. He has roots of Fenrir, not really sure what that is, but ice powers. Then there's Raisin, who happens to be like the opposer of Hien. Not really sure where his powers are. And then there's Mikoto, who I did show you just a second ago. She is the necromancer. She can control dead people. Her roots are Lich. Friar, who is a fire girl, her roots are Ifrit. Chaco, who is just a random crow. It's like a bird flying. Her roots are Yata Garasu, which I don't know what that is, but I have a feeling that maybe he can transform, and that's just the transformation he's chosen to be. And then at the end, which I've been saving this, this guy right here, Bevel, he doesn't complete the exam, but he is reported to be unknown to what happened to him. The other ones are either died or the 7 escaped, right? So he's the only one who's like up in the air. We're not really sure what happened to him, but he's somewhere, right? So months pass, and I guess they have a celebration to the entrance exam, and we see the god figure again promising the human realm to people that graduate. Very small, less than 1% graduate. And then we get a little bit more introduction of everyone who passed. There's the little crow thing, dude. The exam together with Yakuto, and Yakuto does showcase his black dragon powers towards the end of the test, so people know that he's powerful, that he's not to mess with. They still kind of mock him because he does look kind of wimpy compared to everyone else, but he shows his power. He has a beginning of class, Maxwell, the examiner, happens to be their homeroom teacher as well, and he ends up basically telling, or Yakuto asks him, like, are we gonna have peace with the humans that we go with in the human realm? And he like laughs at him. He's like, peace? Like they're trash. Like we were not seeking peace with humans, so on and so forth. So he goes on and kills him just straight up. Now it's revealed at the end of this chapter that Yakuto's goal is to kill God. He doesn't think that the realm they're in is good. Everyone kind of freaks out at the end, but that's the ending of the first chapter. Pretty good first chapter. Very good, and there's a lot of stuff going on in the first chapter, to be honest. And it should. Most first chapters are around 50 pages to 60 pages because they have all the setting up of the story and characters. A lot of characters were introduced, more than I'm used to be honest, but it's typical for stories like this one, for shonen series like these, for them to be like that. So for now, guys, that is all that I have for you guys. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. Give some love by commenting, liking, and sharing. If you have not checked out my other videos, go check them out. Let me know what you guys think on the series. Should I continue reviewing it? I probably will, but let me know still in the comment section. Thank you again, and like always, don't be strangers. See you guys.